What's up, guys? Nate Petrosky from Narrowway Homestead, and I'm here to talk to you guys about solar power, particularly portable power stations. Also, Minion is here to talk about birds flying in the sky. There's no way he stays quiet through this entire video. At some point, he's going to tear off and go crazy, but we, in the meantime, going to talk about these Jackery power stations. I've been sent and I'm going to do an unboxing of the Jackery Explorer 2000 Plus. And not only am I going to do an unboxing of a brand new unit, but this unit is about a year old. These panels are actually even older than that. I have experience with Jackery portable power for 2.5 years now. A lot of you guys really like the idea of portable solar power. However, many of you have questions, particularly on what size unit to get, what can it run, how long can it run for. I'm going to try to cover all that so you guys can come away more educated on what it is you may actually need. Obviously, I live off the grid. I don't have a regular grid connection. So most of you are going to be like, I don't know if I need that because I have regular electric. Well, you probably aren't thinking that because you lose power occasionally, and these things come in handy tremendously when power goes out. Let's start with the unboxing. We'll talk about how we can connect it to your regular house for power, and then we will also talk about exactly how well this unit has been functioning for me along with some other Jackeries over the past couple years. We'll start with the first two major components. That would be the actual Jackery itself and the solar panel. Opening the box, we find a regular 110 cord to plug it into a regular wall to charge it. You can also charge it off of a vehicle when you're on a trip, and information such as how to use it and the manual for the app. Okay, let's get to the exciting part, the Jackery itself. It comes with a partial charge, so we will have to charge it up. You have a 3000 watt pure sine wave inverter. That's the usage, not the surge. The surge is more. Obviously a 30 amp plug along with some 20 amp plugs, 4 of them. Of course, you've got some USB ports as well as a DC 12 volt plug. There's 2042 watt hours of capacity in this, and that will mean a little bit more as we keep going. The battery pack is doubling that. And when connected, we'll add another 2042 watt hours. Then we have their Solar Saga 200 watt panel, and it comes in this really sweet case, which I can tell you from experience really helps save wear and tear on the panels itself because it's protected. I can see they've also changed the designs of their cases from a zipper, which kind of used to annoy me, to this, which makes it really easy to take out. These panels are held together with a magnet, but they're very easy to unfold. Even easier to unfold with 2 hands, but I'm using one because I'm holding a phone. They have these legs on the back to let you stand them up, or you can leave them folded and lay it flat on the ground. You may want to adjust them as the sun changes position in the sky. To use it, you simply plug the included cord into the panel, and then this end goes to the back of the Jackery. Once it's plugged in, the Jackery detects that it's got power coming in and tells you exactly how much is coming in and how long it'll take to charge. Off of one 200 watt panel operating at half capacity, it's going to take 18 hours to finish charging. However, if I didn't have shadows on there, it would obviously be more. You can connect up to 6 panels to the Jackery. With 6 panels connected in full sun, it would take 2 hours to fully charge the Jackery. Once you have the panel connected, adjusting it makes a lot of sense because, as you can see, I have now changed it up to 150 watts, and there's probably some more tweaking I can do. However, even though it looks super clear out here, it is a bit hazy, so I probably will not reach the full capacity of the 200 watts from that panel. Now let's connect the expansion pack. That includes a cable that connects the two together, and of course the expansion pack itself. You don't have to stack them on top of each other, however it's designed to do that, and I find it to be the most space efficient method possible. And then you open the expansion port tabs, plug A into A and B into B. And if you get more battery packs, you can connect up to 5 expansion packs to the Jackery. This will increase the capacity of the entire system to 12 kilowatt hours instead of 2. Connecting my 2 older panels directly to the Jackery, I've increased. We're at 340 watts coming in, and I have also taken the new panel and plugged it directly into the battery pack, which also supports direct connection of solar panels. That's the Jackery Explorer 2000 Plus in a nutshell. Let's talk about using it conveniently to hook up your appliances and things you need to run in your home. Obviously, it's very portable. It has wheels, it has a handle, everything's in a modular form so you can easily transport it, but nobody wants to be setting this on the countertop and trying to plug in a blender or anything else you're trying to run. I mean, I've done that many times. However, there is another way. And that would be with a manual transfer switch. This would allow you, once hooked up, you can hook it up yourself if you're very knowledgeable with electrical and the codes in your area, or you can hire a professional electrician to do it. But basically, it will allow you to choose between, this, for example, would be in the position of running off your normal household electric. You can shut off the breakers by going in the center, or you can easily switch over to the generator, or in this case, the portable power station. If you live in an area that has hurricanes, floods, thunderstorms, tornadoes, anything that's going to knock out power for a while, even snowstorms, having this in your home means you just get to quickly hit a couple switches and you have circuits in your house back to having electric again. I didn't get an opportunity to get this installed yet, so for more on this, let me play a short clip.
Introducing the Jackery 2000 Plus and Transfer Switch. Simply flip the switch, and the Jackery transfer switch replaces the power grid with independent energy. And let the excitement continue. Due to its high output, the Jackery 2000 Plus ensures essential devices will remain powered on. The power you need, plus the power you want. Jackery.
So which Jackery is right for you? And more importantly, if you decide the 2000 Plus is, how many batteries do you need to get? How many solar panels do you need to get? I'm going to try to help you answer that. You have to have a little bit of an understanding of electricity, but there is a device that can help with that. For $20 to $30, you can get an electricity usage monitor. And what this does is allow you to plug it directly into a wall and then plug whatever appliance or device you want to use into it, and it keeps track of how much energy it uses. Now, for certain things, such as a fan, you can plug it in and it will tell you how many watts it's using directly, and if you figure, okay, I'm going to use this for 2 hours a day, that gives you how many watt hours. If it uses 60 watts in an hour, if it says 60 watts, then in 2 hours it will use 120 watt hours. And so all the devices you want to use, you would add up how many watt hours they consume based on how much you're going to use it, and then you can look at how many watt hours the Jackery is, about 2,000, and then you can decide, oh, it looks like I'm going to need about 6,000 watt hours of power to run what I need to do for the duration of time I need it, and then that will tell you need to have 2 battery packs and the Jackery itself. But rather than doing the math yourself, you can let the device do it for you, and that's particularly important with refrigerators or freezers because they don't run all the time. If you plug it in and let it go for a couple days, you can see just how much energy was used within a couple days, and it will tell you exactly how many watt hours or kilowatt hours, which can easily be converted to watt hours. 1,000 watt hours is 1 kilowatt hour. Determining how many panels you need is going to be somewhat dependent on the area you live. If you have very clear skies, if you live out west and have a high UV index, you may need a lot less than if you live somewhere else with shorter daylight hours and it's cloudy more of the time. Watt hours is pretty much the same with the panels. Let's say you had 5 200 watt panels. Under ideal conditions, you would end up bringing in 1,000 watt hours per hour. So if you've got good sun in your area for 4 hours a day, you can bring in 4,000 watt hours. I should give you a disclosure. You should run them in pairs. So rather than having just 5 panels, you should have 6 in that case. But 1,000 is a much easier number to do math with. It's also important to note that under cloudy conditions and when the sun is not at an ideal angle, you can still bring in some power. So the number coming in is not going to be 0 on most cloudy days. Some cloudy days it'll be close to 0. But you can still bring in some minimal power when it's cloudy. Hopefully this video has been helpful and informative to you to help you figure out exactly what you will need for your power solutions, whether you live off the grid, whether you do van life, whether you live in a conventional house and just want some backup power for when the power goes out and you don't want to run a generator. I want to thank Jackery for supplying this equipment. I'm really thrilled it's held up for me in my use for the last couple years. For more information and help you to determine if Jackery is right for you and your lifestyle, I've dropped some links down below. That way you guys can check them out and do some more research. All the technical specs and everything are listed on their website. And hopefully it just helps you guys know what it is you want to get and what you might need. So thanks for watching, appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video when we go over some more things about usage and actually using these.